All right. Jeremy, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. So, Jeremy, guard, New Jersey Institute of Technology. Let's grade this past season, your first season there, coming over from St. Francis, which we'll get into. But first season in New Jersey. So, tell me about it. How was it?
I mean, it was cool. It was great coming back home. We were able to win a lot more games than the year before, so
Mhm.
it was fun to kind of make a difference and win some games. And I was
Right.
fortunate enough to win games at both of my schools, so
Mhm.
it's been a blessing.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And NJIT doesn't have I'm gonna say that historic basketball presence, like going back years and years. I remember when I was a kid, like they were independent and they're on the come up for sure. And
Yeah.
you're gonna be a main focus of that point that team this year, I believe. So what's the mindset heading into next season?
Just improve, do everything in my power to get us better every single day, and just obviously win more games than we won last year, and hopefully make March Madness again. That's definitely the goal.
Yeah, of course. Going back to that, you were at St. Francis your freshman year, made the tournament, first time I think believe that school made it in a long time, and
Yeah,
now, of
it was a
course,
lot.
right after that, they go Division three. So let's start with the whole process of transferring and going from St. Francis to NJIT. Did you have any inklings that D3 move was happening, or did you find out with everyone else? Like, what was the story there?
Yeah, no, so I was just sitting in it was probably a couple days after we got back from March Madness, and I'm sitting in the cafeteria and we get an email that, like, the same email that everybody else got, that we
Oh
were
wow.
gonna go Division 3. So that was kind of crazy to me, the fact that
Mhm.
they didn't let us know or anything, but I mean,
For
it is
sure.
what it is. So yeah, it was definitely a surprise.
Yeah, I know. I'm from Connecticut, so I'm
Okay.
obviously root for all the local schools. You
Yeah.
guys beat Central in that final.
Yeah.
Central is having probably their best season, honestly, maybe in program history heading into that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
obviously this goes way back over a year ago. But like, what was the mindset heading into that game? Knowing you guys were 500 heading into it, you're playing a team that's dominated the league all year. I mean, so that
Yeah.
was crazy enough. And the score itself, I think it was 46-43. So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
walk me through that game and just the moment of making March Madness for the first time.
Yeah, so going into that game, I mean, I don't think anybody that followed NEC basketball thought that we were going to win. Like Central Connecticut, like they were so dominant and everything.
Mhm.
But I mean, I give credit to our coaches. Like they gave us a great game plan, and I feel like we executed it pretty well. And then, once you get to that championship game, anything can happen, and
Oh yeah.
that's kind of what happened. Like, yeah,
It was an ugly one, but you guys won. So
it was the ugly one, no doubt.
yeah, yeah. And then obviously you guys went to Dayton after that. I mean, what's it like playing in Dayton? You get, probably the biggest stage you've ever played on. I'm
For
assuming,
sure.
right? Like am
Yeah,
I
for
wrong there?
sure. For sure.
So, yeah, like what's it like just playing under those lights?
Yeah, nah, it was crazy because that's what you dream of as a
Hmm.
kid, and then just to walk onto that arena and see March Madness on the floor, like that's just a
Hmm.
surreal feeling. I mean, I
Hmm.
wish we could have won
Oh yeah.
the one in Dayton would have been nice, but still, it was just such a blessing from God to be there.
For sure. And I mean, obviously, it was exciting last hurrah for the program, so to speak. So once you
Definitely.
found out you were going Division 3, what's the process look like? Are they telling you, all right, you guys got to get out of here this year? You could play this year, leave next year? Because obviously, I don't think there's a single player left on the team heading to D3. Everyone's gone. So, like,
Yeah.
what's the process after that? You find out that announcement.
Yeah, so I mean, there was definitely a thought process if I wanted to stay or not, but I think the main thing was, like, in case I got hurt, I didn't want to get
Hmm.
like stuck and then
Yeah.
have to play Division 3. So I was kind of like, all right, let me get out just in case.
Hmm.
And yeah, that was kind of my thought process. I didn't really want to take any chances.
Hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I don't blame you at all. And obviously, it looks like you landed in a great spot.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So, of the places you've played so far, like road games, let's sample it. Let's not do any of your home arenas. What's your favorite road arena you've been to so far?
I mean, it's got to be Dayton. We played them first game of the season last year, and that was just insane. Like my first college game ever was in a sold out arena. Like it was incredible.
That's for sure. And now, if let's say you're in charge of making the schedule heading into this season, what's one school you'd put on the schedule to go visit?
I could play like anybody in the
Yeah,
country.
anyone in the country. We won't worry
Give
about
me
bot games or
Duke.
anything like that.
Give me Duke. Give me Duke.
Of course. I mean,
Yeah, I feel
obviously
like
you
that. I'm
played.
sorry. I feel like that's a pretty basic answer, but
No, I get you.
yeah.
Mhm. And now you're from New Jersey. So what was it like coming back home? I'm sure the family was excited, things like that. So what was it like being able to say, "Hey, I'm coming to play back home"?
Yeah, no, I mean, just the fact that I could go home every weekend is it's just a blessing from God. Like,
Mhm.
it's hard being away from family for so long, and just the fact that I was able to come back here is just great.
For sure. I'm going to hit you with a couple pressing basketball questions that really pertain to mid majors as well. Things that have been in
Sure.
the news for a while. So obviously, we talked about Dayton. One of the teams that played there this year, Miami, Ohio, undefeated regular season. There's a lot of back and forth. Like, did they deserve to be in a tournament? Did they not? As someone who plays at a smaller school, I mean, I'm sure you agree they absolutely deserve to be there, right?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Like I feel like if you go 31-0, like
Yeah,
or it was 31, right?
it was.
Yeah, like I feel like I don't know. I feel like what's the point in March Madness if you're not gonna let that team in, you
I
know?
agree. I mean, even the level of basketball, no matter who you play, like let's say you guys go play, obviously you play a lot of good teams on your schedule. You play Vermont twice a year, UMBC. Like playing those teams is no easy task.
No,
Can you
definitely
tell
not.
people maybe how hard it is to play against even a 300th ranked team in Division One?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't play in conference play this year, so I couldn't play against those Vermonts, UMBCs.
Right.
But speaking from like maybe earlier in the season, like I'm trying to think a team that would be similar to them that we played. Maybe like
Let's
a
go.
dress.
Let's go
Sorry, go ahead.
Sacred Heart or something like that. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
Sacred
that's a
Heart.
MAC team.
Yeah, similar level. I feel like. Yeah, I
Hmm.
mean they were good. They beat us on our home court. Like it's those teams are good. Just because they're not top 25 in the country doesn't mean that they're
Yeah,
not good basketball players.
for sure. And now one of the other main topics we've seen is tournament expansion. Wanting to go to 76 teams, maybe even 96 in the future.
Yeah.
I'm a traditionalist. Like I want 68. How about
Yeah.
you?
I see everything on Twitter. Nobody wants the expansion. I don't want the expansion if it's just going to benefit the Power Five teams, but if it's
Mhm.
going to get more schools like NJIT in the tournament, like I know it's an unpopular opinion, but I'm all for that.
Right. And of course, when they revealed the team's first mate who missed the team this year, all major conference teams. So it
Yeah,
wouldn't help this year, even though you have teams like at
yeah.
Belmont, for example. I'm not sure how much you follow other leagues, things like that
No,
during
I
the
do.
season.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, I mean, you had teams like a Belmont, for example, who probably deserve to be there if there's 76 teams, weren't even on the conversation. So,
yeah, yeah. And that, like you said, if that's going to be the case, like I don't want to expand it. Like, but like I said, if there's going to be teams like Belmont or like a Bradley or something like that, like then I'm all for it.
gotcha. And then one last pressing thing. A lot of talk about the new NCAA proposing 5 years eligibility starting from when you graduate or when you turn 19. We've seen a lot of European players come in at 22, 23 years old. I believe St. John signed a 23-year-old point guard from
Wow,
EuroLeague yesterday. So a
that's
lot of talk
crazy.
about eligibility and things like that. If you were in charge of that in the transfer portal, like what restrictions would you put on it?
I would probably have like a certain age cutoff that
Mm-hmm.
you and on like I kind of like the 5 year rule, like one transfer 5 year. That sounds about right. I haven't really looked too much into it,
Mm-hmm.
but I from what I've heard, I liked it so far.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I know I obviously everyone transfers to different situations. Like I feel like
Yeah,
yours would have been a special circumstance.
yeah, I
Like
agree.
obviously if your team's not going to exist, well, obviously it exists, but you know what I mean, in Division One
Yeah,
level, I
yeah,
feel like you deserve a free transfer there, and then obviously you would still have another one because
yeah,
that was forced. But
yeah.
yeah, so heading into next season, you guys have maintained about half your roster heading into next year so far. What is the mindset like heading in? Like, obviously you guys are still going to bring some more people in. Do you have like any idea like who's visiting, things like that, of who might be on the team next year?
Yeah, so the first thing is like our mindset going to next year is to make the March Madness. Like we
Mhm.
had a good season this year for like our standards, but it's nowhere near where we want to be. Like we want to be lifting that trophy in March. And then as for people coming on visits, we've had some high school kids come by, but nobody in the transfer portal yet. It's kind of hard for us to get transfers because
Mhm.
of our academics. Like we can only get freshman transfers and grad transfers.
Oh,
But
did not know
co-
that.
yeah, but Coach Grant and the staff, they're really good recruiters. They're going to be able to bring in some really good players.
Interesting. Did not understand how that worked. So that's
Yeah.
something you learn every day. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you joining me, taking the time. That's all I got for you. So just appreciate you coming on here. You're the first one I've done. So hopefully it grows into something else.
Nah, of course. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate it.